the monetary policy meeting tomorrow by the Reserve Bank of Australia. Okay. So what happened previously? During the previous meeting, okay, they held policy unchanged as usual. Okay, and the RBA actually decides to stick with their tapering in September, which is probably like next week or later this week. Okay, because it states early September, right? So I suppose it's going to be like after the meeting tomorrow. Okay, so reason being is because they felt that the monetary policy settings at the moment is not going to be it's not going to serve the economic recovery well. Okay, instead the fiscal policy, okay, that should be carried out by the government will actually contribute more, okay, to the recovery. So that's what they said previously, okay, in previous meeting. So that actually led to a strengthening of Australian dollar because the market was expecting the RBA to actually hold back on their plans. Now, what to expect during this meeting? Actually, it's quite short and sweet. The only thing to pay attention to is whether the Reserve Bank of Australia will continue with this QE tapering. Okay. FYI, okay, COVID cases in Australia has hit 4-digit. Okay. Will the central bank be paying a lot of attention on the figures? If yes, they may actually hold back on this tapering. If no, they will proceed. And we will be seeing a tapering probably like a few days down the road, okay? Because it's early September right now, right? Now, personal view, okay? Personal view. Personally, I don't think the RBA will hold back on QE tapering, meaning the RBA is likely going to proceed with tapering. Why is that the case? Apart from what I've mentioned earlier on what the central bank thinks of the Australian economy, the Australian economic recovery, okay? Personal view again, all right? Hold on a second. Now, this tapering will only last for 2 months, okay? Because as you guys know, back in July, okay, when they actually meet for the monetary policy meeting, they adopted a more flexible plan, more flexible scheme, okay, policy scheme. That actually gives them, of course, more flexibility, right? In case things were to go south, things were to turn south, then they can actually make amendments to their policy during the next meeting. So that's the whole point that the Governor Low was trying to make, right? So they plan for a tapering from 5 billion Australian dollar per week down to $4 billion per week, okay, for 2 months from September to November. Now, previously the QE tapering were actually, or rather should I say the QE were actually held in batches of 6 months. Okay, right now they actually cut it down to 2 months. This actually gives them the flexibility in case such scenario like the one that we are facing right now, a sudden spike in COVID cases were to happen. Okay, giving them the ability to actually make amendments if, let's say, they need to, okay, during the November's meeting when the tapering will to end, right? So personally, I feel that the RBA will be proceeding with the whole QE tapering. All right. Now, if they were to do that, likely the case that Australian dollar is going to strengthen across the board, but I don't think the strength is going to be long lasting. It's likely going to be just a brief strengthening, and that's it. From then on, it's up to what's going to happen in the Fed. All right. So with that, yeah, short and sweet for the RBA side of things. Okay, just pay attention to whether QE tapering will proceed. And I will update you guys again on Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday, because the RBA meeting will be held tomorrow at 12:30 GMT plus 8. Okay,